What's going on, everybody? Today, what we're going to be doing is a movement routine to help you dissolve any type of emotional pain you're going through, particular whether it's grief, shame, guilt, apathy, depression, anger, whatever it is you're going through right now, whatever it is you're experiencing. We're going to do our best right now to do a movement routine to help dissolve some of those emotions. All right. So if you're interested in this, and I know you are, because you wouldn't have clicked on the video, please place your phone, your laptop, your tablet, someplace where you can see me, and just follow along. All right. So the movements are going to be super simple. The whole idea here about the movements is just to get you out of your head and into your body. That way you could feel what's there. So allow your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, all I want you to do is notice how you're feeling. And as you notice how you're feeling, notice the thoughts going on in your head. For a lot of people, the mind is very, very noisy. So a simple way we're going to start to quiet this down is ask yourself this one question. I wonder what my next thought is going to be. So ask yourself that. I wonder what my next thought is going to be. And just wait. And notice by just asking yourself that question, I wonder what my next thought is going to be. It creates a little bit of a gap. And if it doesn't, at least now you're aware of the thought. So ask yourself again, I wonder, what's my next thought going to be? Good. From here, shift your attention to your breath. And as you shift your attention to your breath, all I want you to do is notice that you're breathing. What does this mean? For a lot of us, the minute we shift our attention to something, we try to control it. But what I want you to do is commit to just allowing the body to breathe. Notice the body is breathing all on its own. Just become aware of it. And for a lot of people, this is very difficult because we like to control things. But right now, what I want you to do is choose awareness over control. Awareness over control. Just allow breath to happen. From here, shift your attention to your heart. And notice what's there on that left side of your chest. When's the last time you felt your heart? A lot of us walk around day to day, guarded, protected. Stuck in our heads, trying to get from point A to point B. But right now, choose to feel into your heart. And just simply choosing to feel into your heart, you may begin to notice a softness. Allow your chest to open up, your shoulders to come back, your chin to lift just slightly. And notice what happens just by shifting your position a little bit. Notice what happens to your breath. Maybe it begins to be a little bit fuller, a little bit more expansive. Allow your stomach to soften. A lot of us are walking around with tight stomachs. Why? Social conditioning. We've been told to keep it together, act mature, be professional. Make sure you say the right thing. Make sure you mind everybody else's feelings. Don't overstep boundaries. Stay in control. A lot of that is we place a lot of stress on our stomach because of that. We start to tighten everything. But for now, just allow your stomach to soften. And from here, you can open your eyes. And the movement I want to really, really focus on right now is very, very simple. We're going to take a deep breath in. And on the inhale, we're going to bring our arms up like this, up the middle. And then on the exhale, we're going to flip it down. And we're going to consciously choose right now to slow the breathing down. So in and out. In for 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now do it at your own rhythm and really begin to feel the movement. Don't think about the movement. Feel the movement. Because if we want to really dissolve emotional pain, we first have to feel it. See, what a lot of us are trying to do is we're trying to avoid the pain. We're trying to resist it. But what I want you to realize is what you resist persists. I'll say that again. What you resist persists. So right now, what we're doing is doing our best to feel the movement, being conscious of it. Because healing takes place when you're conscious, very, very conscious, and not resistant. A lot of us is resisting the pain. But healing takes place under conscious non-resistance. So keep moving at your own rhythm and really try to slow it down. Really, really feel this move. Good. From here, allow your hands to come onto your lap. Allow your eyes to close. And just notice the difference. Notice the difference in your hands. Maybe you notice a slight tingling sensation. Notice how your chest feels and your stomach. Maybe your chest feels a little bit more open. Maybe you even feel a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more expressive, a little bit more expanded. Really feel into your heart, feel into your chest. This is where we store a lot of our emotions. Good. From here, open your eyes. Let's go into the same movement. So we're breathing in, we're coming up, and then we're exhaling down. This time, choose to slow it down. Realize that you're okay. Stay here with me. Realize there's no place you have to be right now. This is your time to feel. Because in order to heal it, you have to feel it. In order to heal it, you have to feel it. You have to feel what's there and allow it to be. Allow it to be seen. Allow it to be felt. You have to trust that you're okay. So continue to feel this movement. Being very, very gentle. And as you do this movement, see if you can relax your shoulders more. Relax your arms as you do the movement. See if you could do this movement with as minimal effort as possible. No force here. It's almost as if you're releasing the movement and allowing the movement to do it all by itself. Release over force. Relaxation over control. Good. From here, allow your hands to come back on your lap. Allow your eyes to close. And notice the difference. And I want you to place your awareness again right back onto your chest, right back onto your heart. And feel what's there. Slow it down. Again, no place you need to be right now. Allow what's there to be seen. Allow what's there to be seen. Allow what's there to be felt, even if it's painful. And right now, what I want to do is ask you a very, very deep question. And that question is, what have you been resisting? What have you been avoiding? What have you been fighting with? And as I ask you these questions, thoughts might begin to pop up, maybe a story. But what I want you to do is realize that there's a feeling or sensation being created within the body when I ask you these questions. There's a charge. There's energy that's been blocked, energy that's stuck. So what I want you to do is do your best right now to feel into the blockage. Drop the story, drop the thoughts, and focus on the blockage. Remember, healing takes place under conscious non-resistance. You need to be conscious of the resistance and allow the resistance to be there. Don't avoid it. Stay with it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in your chest. It may be in your throat, your back, your stomach, your pelvic area. Feel into the blockage. Feel into it. And what I'm going to do right now is use a little bit of analogy. So continue to stay with the blockage. And what I want you to realize at the beginning of the video, I said we were going to dissolve emotional pain. Dissolve was a key word. And the analogy I want to use is that I want you to imagine an iceberg in the middle of an ocean. It's hard. It's popping out. It's deep. And this thing that you've been resisting is the iceberg. Very, very hard. Something you've been trying to avoid. But right now, what you're doing is placing your awareness on the blockage, on the iceberg, and realize that your awareness is like the sun. When you place your awareness on the blockage, it's like the sun melting the iceberg, dissolving the iceberg. So place your awareness right on that blockage. Imagine it heating up the blockage. And yes, it may be painful, but that's okay. Because the goal is to dissolve the blockage. Allow it to melt. Allow it to soften. And we do this by being consciously aware of it. We don't avoid the iceberg. We don't avoid the resistance, the hurt, the pain, the trauma. We become aware of it. We stay with it. We allow it to be seen and felt. So continue to breathe with it. Staying open to it. If tears begin to form, that's okay. You feel anger, that's okay. Shame, that's okay. Guilt, that's okay. It's all okay. All it is a blockage that you've avoided. And you're giving yourself a chance now to dissolve it by feeling it, by being consciously aware of it. So stay with it. This is the work. This is how we heal. You're okay. This pain isn't you. You are the awareness behind the pain. You hold space for the pain. So continue to settle with this. And in your imagination, going back to the iceberg, imagine the iceberg is beginning to melt. The pain is beginning to melt. It's beginning to dissolve. It's beginning to settle. This pain, this iceberg is beginning to melt back into the water. And I want you to realize that the water is actually you. The depthness is actually you. You're not this pain. And you're allowing this pain to dissolve back into the water. Merge. You're beginning to merge with the pain. Because when you merge with the pain begins to dissolve. You begin to feel more open, more expansive, more deep. You begin to feel infinite. You begin to feel more fluid, more spacious. So just continue to allow the blockage to dissolve. And when you're ready, you can begin to open your eyes. With your eyes open, let's go back into the movement. Just notice the difference as you do the movement. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Feel the lightness. Feel the openness. Feel your cheeks begin to lift. Feel as if your whole body is beginning to smile. Notice the area around you. Notice how open the area is. And notice how, in a way, you're connected to everything around you. And you can begin to merge with the moment. You begin to accept the moment. No more resistance. Freedom takes place in this moment. Peace takes place in this moment. And we'll stop right there. Take a couple of breaths. Notice how you feel. And that's the routine. So this is something that a lot of people are going to skip over, meaning a lot of spiritual teachers today, what they try to do is help you heal by spiritually bypassing the pain. Meaning there's a blockage there, and what they're trying to do is get you to avoid the blockage and put something on top of the blockage. Let's call it techniques. They're trying to give you a technique that you could avoid the blockage. That way you feel good in the moment. And although it may feel good, it may feel really, really good to do some of these techniques, whether it's breathing techniques, certain mantras, certain meditations, certain affirmations. That's the equivalent of you planting a new seed in a fertile garden, and you're trying to grow the seed, but the only problem is there's a bunch of weeds still in the garden. So your soil is already messed up, but you're trying to plant new seeds to grow new trees. What you I don't want to say should, but what I would prefer you try to do, commit to doing, if healing hasn't worked for you in the past, is actually get to the weeds and pull out the weeds. And the way you pull out the weeds, metaphorically speaking, is by first acknowledging that you have weeds, that you are not okay, that you have issues, and realize in order to release these issues or dissolve these issues, you first have to feel it and allow it to move. And that's basically what we did here. It's very, very simple. Now, it's not about the movement. The whole idea of the movement is to get you to feel into the body, because a lot of us were trying to logically outthink our problems. But the problems we actually have are in our tissues. I used to have this teacher that used to say, your issues are in your tissues, meaning it's in the body. And you need to feel the tension in the body, which is, of course, painful. But if you actually start to feel it, acknowledge the fact that it's there, accept it, this stuff will begin to open up. And yes, pain will come up. But when the pain comes up, you accept it, you don't resist it, in time, it will go. So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, please leave any feedback in the comment section below.